Are you looking for a side hustle? Wanting to do something from home so you can earn just a little bit more each month to pay for that car payment or even your mortgage? In just 6 months, I was able to quit my job and stay at home with my son. After a year and a half, I was one of the top earners of my company. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you the income potential that is possible with direct sales. Every week on Wednesday, I do a similar presentation. You can register for my upcoming event in the description below. All right, let's go. My name is Jennifer Snell, and tonight I am going to be talking about the business. So if you've ever wondered, can you make money doing doTERRA, selling essential oils? Yes, you can, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you about tonight. So a little bit about my story. When I first started doing doTERRA, I only wanted to use the oils. I had no intentions of doing the business. And in fact, I kind of had to tell myself, I'm not doing the business. And to the person who introduced me to essential oils, because I had done other network marketing companies. I had done Pampered Chef. I had done Mary Kay. I purchased the biggest kit in Mary Kay because I had all the dreams of being successful selling makeup. And the makeup just sat in my closet, eventually expired, and I wasted a lot of money. And then I tried Pampered Chef, and that just didn't work out. I'm not really a cook either, so I don't know what I was thinking there. Like I said, I was just always attracted to side hustles, doing something on the side, making that extra $200, $300 a month wherever I could, because I'm just a hard worker and I love to make money. I was a single mom since the age of 18 until I was in my 30s. And so being a single mom, you kind of had to think of different things on what you could do on the side to bring in that income that you just weren't bringing in. Essential oils was introduced to me, and I loved essential oils. The thought of using natural products to take care of your family just attracted me to that, right? So I was already on that path of wanting to live a healthier lifestyle. And then after about 6 or 7 months of using the products and falling in love with a company, I decided, maybe I should just try this. Let's just try it. So January 1st, actually December, I went to a vendor event. It was a Christmas deal. And I thought, I'll just kind of dabble in it, see what happens. And it was a successful event. And I got somebody to join and get some oils with me. So that was exciting. And I loved the fact that it was a team approach. My upline who invited me or introduced me to the oils, she helped me out with that person joining and getting oils into their home. And so it was more like a team approach. And so I think that's why I've just became successful, is because I didn't feel like I was on my own. I felt like my team was genuinely trying to help me and, be successful in this business. And it was true, because if my leader, she was a successful leader, if I was successful, it just kind of trickled up the line. So January 1st, I decided to do the business, and I did it, and I did well. And after about 6 months, I was able to quit my job working for the state of Alaska and do doTERRA full time. So that was in the summer of 2012. And I was bringing in about a couple thousand a month. And that was enough for me to stay home, because I was paying daycare. So if you took into fact how much you were paying daycare plus how much you were making at that job at the state of Alaska, I was making about the same. Ever since then, it's just been growing and growing and growing. And it's been a fun journey, and I've met a lot of great people along the way that I would call my friends, my family, my doTERRA tribe. And so I just want to share that opportunity with you. Let's go on to the next slide here. So exploring the opportunity. What would be the best part of running your own business? I'm not sure if you're working a job or what your situation is, but what would be the best part if you were running your own business? And how do you feel about network marketing? What intrigues you about the opportunity with doTERRA? With me, it was the products, right? And the income potential. What would residual income mean for your family? So these are great questions to ask and just kind of explore the answers for you and your family. What does financial freedom mean to you? Great question. Financial freedom. It's my dream to be financially free from debt, from being able to say yes to more opportunities, not thinking of money, like money was no issue, right? Being able to say yes more, not having to worry about being home at a certain time because you have to go to work, right? Maybe an emergency happens in your family and you needed to take time off. You have that opportunity to take that time off because of that financial freedom. Great opportunities, right? Where are you? Speaking of financial freedom, where are you? Are you working a traditional job where it's trading hours for dollars? Are you working for an employer where you're trading hours to get that paycheck? Are you limit on advancement and earnings with your employment? Gosh, I remember working for the state of Alaska and getting excited when I got a 75 cents to a dollar raise. Now, with the advancement of what you do in doTERRA, it's hundreds, thousands, the income potential in a year. Limited time freedom. Yeah, like 1 week vacation a year, 2 weeks, maybe you have 3 weeks. So limited time freedom that you could spend with your family. Building others' dream. Are you working for somebody else's dream besides your own? Authentic direct sales. That's with doTERRA. That's true residual income. Income that's just coming in, whether you're working it or not. Of course, when you get to a certain point, when you're just getting started, of course, you're going to have to work those hours. You're going to have to build that foundation of your business. No limits on advancements and earnings. Income potential is to the, sky. It all depends on what your goal is, what you want to do. You get to choose. Freedom to choose your own schedule. Every day is a Friday for me. That's what I tell my husband. Every day is a Friday. So you get to choose and block out your calendar. Prioritize your calendar saying, okay, well, I want to do this and this and this. This is my time that I want to spend with my family. And then I'll fill in the blank here and there on where I'm going to work. I'm going to block out that time to work. So you get to choose your own schedule. And you're building your dreams. This is building your dream. This is a legacy that you can pass down to your children, your grandchildren. Can you imagine that? You're building your dream, your family's dreams. So why would you want to partner with doTERRA? doTERRA is the most tested and the most trusted essential oil company in the world. And there's over 4.5 million customers. They're used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. Nashville, Tennessee, there's a hospital called Vanderbilt that uses our essential oils in the emergency room to help lift the mood of the customers coming in, of the nurses and doctors that are working in the ER to help their mood. Johns Hopkins, they're using our oils and studying our oils. There's a hospital in Utah that the doctors there are using the essential oils along with modern medicine. There's a record-breaking retention rate of 65%. This is over where the average industry rate is 13%. These are returning customers that are coming back within a 3-month time frame. That's really important when you're looking at a network marketing company that you want to work for. What's the retention rate? It's proven the largest essential oil company in the world. Growth rate of doTERRA is similar to Apple. We hit the $1 billion company in 7 years. And so now we're working on our second billion. Optimal timing for opportunity. This is great timing. A lot of families are looking towards natural healthcare. 120 plus markets open worldwide. Privately owned company. So nobody has a say in this company, and it's debt free. There's no outside funding. That's really important because nobody gets a say in what doTERRA does. doTERRA creates partnerships with growers around the world. We're making a difference in the world. A lot of the oils that we get are from third world countries. So we're creating jobs. We're making a difference in those areas where they need jobs. Nonprofit Healing Hands Foundation that focuses on giving back. And as you grow your doTERRA business, other lives are lifted. Every purchase changes growers' lives and their communities. So we're blessing the people, both sides of the bottle. We're blessing the people that are harvesting the oils, and we're blessing the people that are using the oils. I love that. You can learn more about everything that I talked about in this slide on source2u.com. It's a great site that talks about the different harvesters and the farmers and how we're making a difference. Questions that you may have: how do I make money? How much time is involved? And could this work for me? What is the next step? It's all about giving people an experience with the essential oils. You're talking to your friends, or maybe you're on Facebook and you see somebody's having a difficult time, reaching out to them and see if they would like to, if they're open to trying essential oils. Maybe they had a hard day and they have some anxious feelings, or maybe they couldn't sleep last night, or maybe their kid is, have digestive issues and their stomach hurts. Well, then giving them some essential oils to try and see if that makes a difference in their world. And a lot of times it will. And then they'll want to know more about these essential oils. And that's the opportunity you get to teach them on how to use essential oils, maybe plugging them into our weekly classes that we have, and then helping them get their oils into their home, and then supporting them along the way, and then rinse and repeat. So how much time is involved? The time just depends on what your goal is. So is your goal just to get your products paid for each month? Then you're looking at about 3 to 5 hours a week. Is your goal to supplement your income? Then you're looking at 10 to 15 hours a week. Is your goal to replace your income? Then you're looking at 15 to 30 hours a week. Could this work for me? Are you passionate about essential oils? Are you passionate about natural products? Are you passionate about living a healthier lifestyle? Do you care about people? Do you want to make a difference in people's lives? Do you want to help people? And can you follow a system and get things done? If you answered yes to those questions, then yes, this can definitely work for you. First, we have the employee. You're working, making your income. It's you and the job equals the income that you're making, right? You're giving your 100% and you're getting whatever hours you put in will equal the income that you're going to get that month. You have a job, right? So time equals money. You're not leveraging anything. And then maybe you're a business owner where you and people that are working for you equals income. So you own a system and people work for you. So people equals money. So you're leveraging on people, right? So that's a business owner. And then you have self-employed. You own a job. So time equals money. There's no leverage. You're basically trading time for money and starting over every day at zero. That sounds like a lot of work, don't you think? And then there's the investor. Money works for you. This is passive income. Income is not dependent on your presence. I don't know about you, but I would rather work 1% off of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. That's a quote from J. Paul Getty. So here's the dilemma. The average income needed for retirement in the US is $4,500 a month. That equates to $54,000 per year. A nest egg of $1,080,000 invested and earning 5% interest is needed to receive this income. Do you have $1 million invested? Okay, so 40-year working career needs to save and invest $27,000 per year to get this nest egg. 75% of people at the age of 50 have less than $5,000 in their bank account. That's kind of scary. 98% of retired people depend on outside financial resources. So they're depending on Social Security. Why direct sales? You have a built-in business model, product sourcing, order fulfillment, billing, and customer services. There's no inventory, shipping, or overhead requirements. It's a built-in education system, product knowledge, business trainings, and leadership development all given to you. It's low startup costs. Only financial commitments is 100 PV every month for products in your own home. So basically using the products is all is expected. You don't have to keep products on hand. You just show them how to get products online, and then you get that commission. So what do you want to create for your life in your business? The best way to predict the future is to create it, by Peter Drucker. So here we go. We got the average income and the average time to rank to these certain levels in the company. So we have executive. This is where you have about 2,000 overall volume, and your average monthly income is $100. Time to get to this rank and level is 2 months. Okay, so this is paying for most of your products. Then we have elite. This is where you have 3,000 overall volume. Its average monthly income is $300. Average time to get to this rank is 3 months. And then we have premier, and this is where your averaging income is about $830. Takes about 6 months. Now this is on an average. It took me 2 months to hit premier. It can be quick or it can be long. You determine that length. Then we have silver. Income is about $1,900 a month, and that takes about 18 months. It took me 3 months. And then we have gold. This is where when you hit gold, you're pretty much replacing your income. I hit gold in 6 months and I quit my job. So this was about $4,700, but I was making about a couple thousand, $2,500 a month. And then we have platinum, takes about gold takes about 27 months. Platinum takes about 37 months, and that's about $9,300 a month. And then we have diamond, that takes about 42 months, and it's $16,000 a month. Can you imagine that? Pretty awesome. And then there's blue diamond, that's $37,000 a month. That's incredible. Some people don't even make that in a year. That is awesome. That's 58 months to reach that level. And then there's presidential diamond. This is $110,000 a month, and that's 71 months to achieve that. So what do you want to create? Monthly orders paid for? Awesome. Totally possible. Is it maybe to pay your car payment? We can do it. You just need to determine what is your goal. Let me know, and let's set up a plan to get there. And I will help you on that journey. You're not doing this alone. I'm here to support you. Here's another way you can get paid, and this is the fastest way to get a paycheck. It's called the Fast Start Bonus. And so basically how it works, when you share a product with a family or a friend and they love it and they want to know how to get these products in their home, whatever they purchase in the first 60 days, you get 20%. Now, let's say I introduce you to doTERRA and I signed you up, then I get 10% of whatever you enroll. And the person that enrolled me gets 5% of that first person that just signed up with you in the first 60 days of whatever they order in the first 60 days. You get that check. Let's say today is Wednesday. They enroll with one of the starter kits. You get 20% of whatever that purchase was. You get that paid to you next week on Wednesday. Fast Start checks are paid weekly on Wednesdays. The next way you can get paid is called the Power of 3. This is on top of all the other bonuses too. Power of 3 is based on structure. When you are doing your monthly order that's needed for the business of 100 PV, and you find 3 people to do the same, you get a $50 bonus. And then if you help them find their first 3 people to do the 100 a month, you get $250, and then they get $50. And then if you do that again on the 3rd level, That's a $1,500 check to you and a $250 check to them. $1,500, that can pay a lot. Don't you agree? So that's paid on a monthly basis. The third way to get paid is called Unilevel. This is really cool. This compares to other network marketing companies that are out there that have a compensation plan or a Unilevel type plan. It compares ours to theirs. So this is based on if you and your customers were purchasing at about $150 a month. You have you purchasing $150 or so, and then whoever you signed up, if you had them right underneath you on the chart like this, like if they were on your front line like that. So we call this the first level, we call this the second level, and then we call this the third level. It's based on where they were placed underneath you. The first level, everybody on your first level, you'll be earning 2% on whatever they order. So this is after the 60 days, because the first 60 days, you're earning 20%. After the 60 days, you start earning a 2% of whatever they order. So it's not very much, right? So that's about $9 if you had 3 people on your on your first level, and you get $9. And then if you had a second level, the interest that you earn is increasing. So you earn 3%. Now that's about $40 that you get. And then the third level, you start earning 5%. That's about $202. And then your fourth level, you earn 5% again. And that's about $607. And then on your fifth level, you're earning 6%. That's about $2,100. And then your sixth level, another 6%. That's $6,500 now a month. And then your seventh level, whatever you have there, this is based on 2,100. You're getting $22,000 a month. So you total that up, that's $32,000 a month to you. I'll take that. Now, on a typical Unilevel plan for other companies, this is what it would look like. The first level, you'll be earning 7%. They make it higher because they want it more enticing to you. Like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a higher Unilevel on my first level. That would equal 31. And then your second level, 6, that's 81. And then the third level 6, that's 243. The deeper it goes, the interest or the amount lessens. So it's 5% on your fourth, that's 607. And then fifth level, this is where it changes from ours to theirs on the fifth level. Theirs is 5% that they earn. Ours is 6%. Look at the difference. About $300 difference. And then the sixth level is 3% on other people's Unilevel. Ours is 6%. And then the seventh level, holy cow, they give out 2%, we give out 7%. So that's a huge difference. You can see the difference here. The total for other typical Unilevel plans is $12,000, where ours is $32,000. Now, if you think about it, when you think about a pyramid, like you're on top and then you start enrolling people, you don't want that first level to be wide because you're only earning 2%, right? You want it to be small. And then you want it to grow larger on the bottom levels because you're earning more percent. So this really encourages team support. So you want to place people underneath people when you're enrolling them, because it encourages more income to you, plus it gives them income, and it's just overall a better deal for everybody involved, right? So this is paid on a monthly basis. And then we have leadership performance pools. This is a total another bonus that you get. So this is when you start reaching those different levels and leadership, you start earning more bonuses. So as a premier, we saw down here, premier is right here, where you're making about $800 a month. When you hit premier, you start earning 1.25% of whatever the company earns. So this turns out to be about $125 extra that you would get on top of all the other bonuses. And then when you get to silver, golds, and platinums, you start earning 2%. And then diamonds, 4% back. So when you get to diamonds and above, the bonuses are just a lot bigger. When you're on silvers and golds and platinums, this is about 125 for silvers. Golds get about 550. Platinums get about 1,500 extra bonuses. So it's pretty cool. Now we have another bonus. This is called the empowerment bonus. So when you start reaching premier rank, which is this one right here, when $800 a month, when you start reaching that rank, you get an extra empowerment bonus, which is about $200 a month that you can earn just by getting somebody to get a kit. So you introduce somebody to doTERRA and they enroll with their own membership, you get an extra $200. That's the empowerment bonus. So you can see that there's a lot of income opportunities with doTERRA. So here's the power of three. If you were to get just the first level, the $50 a month bonus, that would be equal to $600 per year. The average time it takes to earn this bonus in 3 months, you would need $12,000 in a bank or some type of investment, earning 5% back to get that $600 per year. And then when you're earning your $250 a month, that's $3,000 a month or a year. That would average time it would take to earn this bonus in 6 months with doTERRA. You would need $60,000 invested, earning 5% back to get that. Pretty cool, huh? And then we have level 3, and that's $1,500. And that is, you would need $360,000 invested at earning 5%. Unilevel, this is another bonus that you get. For silver, the average income is $2,200 per month. That's $26,000 a year. The average time to get to silver is about a year. You would need $528,000 invested and earning 5% back. Gold income, that's about $4,500 a month. That's $45,000 a year. Average time to reach gold is 30 months. So planning for the future. So we have the current 10-year plan. With doTERRA, this is the 10-year plan. First year, 1,000 maybe, executive. And then you have elite, 3,000 a year. Premier, you're making 7,200. Silver, you're at 24,000. Gold, 60,000. Platinum, 96,000. I don't know about you, but I like those increases. Diamond, 180,000 a year. Blue diamond, 420,000 a year. Presidential diamond, $1 million a year. It's unlimited. The potential of what you can earn is unlimited. It just depends on what you want to do. It's an opportunity that is available to everyone. I don't know about you, but I'd like that plan a lot better than the other plan. It grows a lot faster if you want it to, if you work at it. Not only is this an opportunity for you, but doTERRA just offered another great opportunity for you that I want to tell you about. It's called the Founder Club. This is where, when doTERRA first opened 2008, they had spots available for founders. So these are the very first people that joined doTERRA. If they reached a certain rank, they had a spot in the company where they would get certain bonuses. It's called the founder bonuses. They get like 100,000+ a year on top of all this other stuff just for being a founder. Well, they opened up 200 spots to the USA. It's called the 2.0 Founder Club. It's perfect for anyone who's starting right now because it's based on points. And when you get to 1,000 points, you just earned a founder position. So out of those 200 spots, I think 15 are taken, 185 spots that are still available. This is a perfect opportunity for you if you want to do this as a business, because the founder position, that's going to be a guarantee of up to $80,000 a year on top of what all these other bonuses that you would get. That's a great opportunity that I do not want you to miss out on. And I wanted to let you know and invite you to participate. So if that just tugs at your heart, reach out to me and let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. What is the next step? Do you have a wholesale account with doTERRA? Let's get you one today. That would be your next step, is to get products in your home, start using them, start having that positive experience so you can share it with others. set up your loyalty rewards order so that you're getting those products in your home every month. Okay. And then let's get you plugged into some of the educational resources that we have available. And let's start making that list of everybody that you want to start changing their lives with these products, that you want to introduce these products to. That is the Business Made Easy class. I have this class every week on Wednesday. If you have anybody that you know that wants to do this business too, let's plug them in, let's get them educated, and let's go. Let's do this. All right, you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.